Hello, hello everyone. Welcome another week of light languages and collective healing. Today we are in the week 187. I'm here with Brother Wesley. I'm Ismael Rodriguez. And today is about balancing the masculine and feminine energy. To start with, I'm going to read invocation and some blessings from the angelic kingdom. Tushua na ashia na awa. Shinik anata ashana. And this invocation is an angelic invocation to heal the ego and the lower aspect of the self. And it says the following. Supreme divine energies and powers, beloved archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Samuel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, Haniel, Zadkiel, Jeremiel, Raguel, Rathiel, Ariel, Sandalphon, and Metatron. Beloved angels, archangels, principalities, powers, virtues, dominions, thrones, cherubim, seraphim, Elohim, and Shekinah. Beloved angels of the light, love, spirit, and logos of the highest, eternal, and infinite source of omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, omnibenevolent, omnipresent God. Beloved angels of the healing the ego and the lower self. Beloved angels of karma, divine laws, and dharma, divine plan. Please surround us. Send us your brilliant, radiant light and your unconditional, boundless love. Infinite light, divine light. Infinite love, divine love. Please help us to cleanse, purify, heal, illuminate, and balance our egos and our lower selves. Help us to release all negativity, all emotional wounds, shocks, and traumas, all fear, pain, and hatred, all jealousy, all criticism, tension, anxiety, stress, conflict, aggression, and defensiveness, all dependency, attachment, insecurity, and imbalance, any inferiority and superiority complex, and all lower aspect of egoism. Release and heal them all. Shuma Achiawa, Tos Idneyaka Anaya, Sushina Kayana. We co-create, express, and manifest a perfect and complete healing of our ego and our lower aspect of ourselves. We release all negativity, all emotional wounds, shocks, traumas, all fear, pain, and hatred, all jealousy, criticism, tension, anxiety, stress, conflict, aggression, and all dependency, attachment, insecurity, and imbalance, any inferiority and superiority complex, and all lower aspects of egoism. We release and heal them all. We completely face, accept, and understand our ego and our lower self, and we place them within and under the light, the wisdom, love, and power of our higher self, our spirits, our souls, and within and under the divine spirit and all its angels. Our ego and our lower self are cleansed, healed, balanced, illuminated to the greatest degree, totally, completely, absolutely, and supremely cleansed, healed, balanced, and illuminated. We thank you from our heart and our souls. We thank you with our whole being. We are one with you. We are one. Love and blessings for a healthy and balanced self to all, to everyone and everything. We constantly remain in your sacred and pure angelic energy, and we experience the healthy, balanced, loving, wise, powerful, bright, enlightened self that we recognize as real and true, and which we deserve and love. We are love, we are light, we are whole, we are happy, we are grateful. Thank you. Amen. Shuada iya waka, soi nakawataya, oshineki oama, hosai nikamo sos isi na uma, senika mukata isha, amok ana sai, hare atu isha mumakashia, hoanak asaish eshawa, kanas aistana kotaisha. Awataya, uanayaka, toshinikia nakatai shatawa, shika kwataka, tushadaka. Wow, as I was reading the invocation, the energy was growing. Kushuamak asaima, haisi nikama, shawama shana. I'm boiling now. Kushwana kaosoaya. So shenaka so sawama. So let's do some grounding with some light languages. We are gonna take deep breaths to shamukwa to shinikianash uma ahawa. And we are going to connect our energy to the center of Mother Earth, kumas anawa. When we inhale, we take the energy from the sun, huanak asaya, to sika tatikawa. And when we exhale, we send the energy to Mother Earth, kosaya, to siyawama, ushawama kaisana. And we enjoy the process, the connection between the sun and the center of Mother Earth, being the link, the divine link, connecting Hushuana, the powerful energies. We inhale, we take the energy from the sun, we exhale, we send the energy to the center of Mother Earth. Anything that is bothering you, any problem, any issue, we send it to the center of Mother Earth, and we visualize how it dissolves there, how it melts there. Wana, Shina, Kusana, Saishana, Ana. Ua Saishana. And we keep doing this process of taking energy from the sun and sending the love and energy to the center of Mother Earth. And we enjoy being the link. We enjoy the energy passing through us, moving all the time. Asos aqua shamakusha shahua. Soshinika hota shai. We send everything that we don't need away. We let go anything we don't need. Anything we've been experiencing through the week, we let it go. We let it go. Any worries, any issues, we let them go. And we trust the universe and the divine that will sort any situation, any problem. It will be sorted. Shumak Anasanyaka. We are sending love and light for everything to get back to order. Turiyana. Kushana Annata. Shotaya. And now when we inhale, we take also the energy from Mother Earth. So simultaneously, now we take the energy from the Sun and Mother Earth when we inhale. And when we exhale, we send it to everywhere. We send the energy we are taking from the Sun and Mother Earth. We send it in a massive wave, expansion wave. We send it everywhere, in every direction. We inhale, we take the energy from the Sun and Mother Earth. And we exhale, and we send it everywhere. Everywhere. Enjoying all the time this energy. This action of sending love everywhere. Of sharing this energy from the Sun and Mother Earth with everyone and with everything. Kuas amo sosai kaatosa. O dai isi inik awata shavuba. Seisenek awata. O sanek awasata asota ishet ako. Omoku tushina kana. Amosaine ta. Osawama. Senek an saishanak an. We enjoy the energy. Kamosane. We enjoy being present. Kuana anaka ana. We acknowledge our power. And with our power and love we send light everywhere. Kanat ana. Each of us as one star. One star radiating light everywhere. Kuhua asushiana ankaru usainik ana osana eternal stars tuma ane shiana illuminating the universe. Hanas asana with love tasonaya showa tasoana itana in many levels and dimensions. Hamoko ata isteya. And then whenever Brother Wesley is ready, Huashawana, you want to go ahead with the blessing. Tasusha wakata ishaya.
Thanks so much. Kiasata masukunu kua ka iawahua. Uta iakataku ata ua. Sauaka kiawa hua ka ui iawahu. Makuaka kiakata. Kunukuaka shawa. Shawa shana iata sukata ikatakua. Paiawa muaka. Taiawa uota iaka kawa. Naya, maya, mata sawata ea katakuaka. Nakatiata Mushanawa Oa. Niya Otawa. Kiawa Otawa. Mayawa Otawa. Naiyawa Otawa. Naiya Oa Ia Oa Ia Ia Oa Ia Oa Ia. Naiyawa Oyawa Iawa Iawa Oyawa Iawa Oyawa Iawa. Mawa Iawa Oyawa Shiawa Iawa Oyawa Iawa. Mawa Kawa Tiawa Iawa Otawa Sayawa Owa Kanakawa Iawa Sayawa Kinawa Mayawa Iawa Maya Mawa Shawakana Kuwaka Iawa Otawa Masako Suwaka Naiyawa Oyawa Oyawa, 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 Yewa, Mayawa, Stayawa, Kuyawa, Tayawa, Tawayawa, Shiniyawa, Mawa, Kuwaka, Yawa, Fukuwaka, Satau, Tatau, Tatau, Tayawa, Kanakoyawa, Shaniyawa, Mayawa, Tuyawa, Kayaka, Kanakuaka, Unawa, Tawa, Shinawa, Yawa, Uyawa, Tiyawa, Awayawa, Yawa, Uyawa, Yawa, Ukayawa. Takatakuta, Kinikiyawa, Shakuta, Kinikiyawa, Sanuka, Kinakiyawa, Maika, Kinakiyawa, Usa, Sia, Waya, Naya, Kiyawaho, Iyawaho, Iyawaho, Kanakawaka, Matukuwaka, Shiniyama, Tawaiaka, Tuaka, Matukuaka, Takiaka, Hiatatutuaka, Tutututu, Papa, Nia, Uyawawa, Mama, Uaka, Kutaoka, Kineyawa, Utawa. Bataha, Watakutawaka, Nakiaka, Kuka, Kanakawa, Shana, Otawa, Sinawa, Yawa, Otawa. Makatuaka, I saw it. Shania Huakwa, Kunia Huakwa, Yea Huakwa, Nakuaka, Inakua, Sayawaka, Huaka, Nayawaka, Pakuaka, Pikuya Huaka, Nawaka, Shawaka, Mia,
Shawa.
Shawaka, Pukuaka, Sayawaka, yes.
Masawata. O matsana katana. Kumak awata shawaka. Infinite gratitude. Kakuata shakota. Omok amusash amok atash ikio. Ordinai ek avo. Sos in ak avak ashoa. Sosaka tahi kanaka. Kotanaka aqua. Dos atawaka. They were showing me priests, a lot of priests, Kushwana and very triangular temples to Shuaka to Taima, Otaya Katana. And they were just coming out of the temple to show the gratitude for the blessing. Kamok Asashak Otai Osashaka Babata Awakaisha Nakata Usuanakata. If you are at home and watching this video, use headphones and you will experience the light languages, you will get the energy much more. Because as Brother Wesley was doing his blessing, the vibration of his voice, was getting straight to my brain, straight to myself. And this, it's completely different when you don't have the headphones. The energy is gonna get to you anyway, because it's been sent, and the energy is everywhere. But the experience that you can get from listening to the vibration, that makes a difference also. And brother, excuse me, but I need to go to the loo. So I'm gonna make a pose. I'm gonna post this here.
Practitioner, and he died as a kid. He kind of came back in, so his whole framework was wired different. That's why a lot of stuff would kind of reconnect. But when I met him first, I said to him, "You're trained." Then he was surprised, like, "How did I know that he was trained?" I said, "You're trained." You could see the way he walks. I could see the geometry in him. You could see the way he carried himself, the way he's walked. And even the galactic, I could see the galactic working through him, the galactic technology working through him. And he was like, he looked at me and I was like, "How do you know?" I said, "I can see it. I can see through your whole face. Your facial features, the way you move your hands, the way you stand." But he's got actually a world record for breaking boards. He's got the world record for breaking boards with his thing, and he from a very young age. But because all geometry, pure matter. Like, he did one thing with his used punching bags, and we're up in Dublin. We're up with this thing. She walked into a bar and he showed me, and he's got he's like basically McGregor's got some number of power for hitting this thing, and he just disintegrates it. But it's all, like, you see it. It's like it's all geometry. So he's pure working, just perfect geometry through it, and it's just boom, boom. And then I would say it to him in a certain way, and then he would see it a bit different. So it's super interesting to see, like, because it is everything. Sacred geometry is everything. Clocks, walls, rivers, mountains, oceans, just different facets of creation coming into form, so-called form.
Even if we look things in the microscope, we see the geometry. Like I saw the other day a video of our tears. They were showing a person with different emotions, and depending of the emotions, the geometry in the water was different in the tears of the same person. They were doing this experiment, a person having different emotions and crying, and the tears had different geometry, crystallized with different geometry, the tears. So they were saying, this is how special our tears are. They show different geometry. What happens is that we don't see them because you don't have a microscope. You don't see that. But if you have one, you can prove that every time that you cry, your tears have different geometries, different shapes. And that's amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. Even when you brought that invocation up, I ended up drifting into a different world. But there was a stage before I drifted into a different world, I was just getting tears. Like, I'd usually get, like, if I was doing certain things, I might get, again, my right eye, my left eye, I get one tear, come down, but I was getting tears coming down through my eyes. It's interesting to Yeah, I just witness it. Like it's cool. I like that. Masako Suwaka
Susawaka Tawana.
Shawaka.
Susana Sanekana. And for how long society, especially men, has seen crying as something bad, as something weak, weak, when it's the most healthy thing that you can do. Cry and release, cry and release. I think it's part of our nature to cry.
Let the rivers flow.
Yeah, let the rivers flow and let the emotions go.
Let the rivers flow.
Because if you leave it in, it creates really a cancer in your system. Your body gets distorted and unbalanced. So yeah, cry is still a lot of men has difficulties to cry and to release emotions.
I noticed because I've been at a few circles, good few circles really, and I would basically, if I was to let something go, whatever, I bring up an expression, and people have said to me, a lot of women actually, they've said that, and I'd see actually lads as well, and they'd say, they're like, thanks very much for everything you share, because I can feel it and it's like amazing. And then, and sometimes I would see lads starting to, like party men, like they'd start to cry as well, in a way, like it's like the gates are open, and then I might express it, whatever I'm expressing, and I'll basically I'll be crying, and then someone else might say, where it's just whatever is brought through, it's just opened up a gate, like and then you might come across another like manly man or whatever would start crying as well. So it's interesting to witness. Yeah. Shakuwaka, Takuwaka.
To me, to witness that coming from such a strict family, to me, to witness a man feeling free to cry, to me, is a miracle. It's a miracle because all my father's side family, all the side of my father family is very, very manly, strict, almost like military people. So in their DNA, crying is not an option. You need to swallow it and keep fighting. So shakuata ina awana wata.
I held it in for about 15 years, I'd say. Yeah, I didn't cry for 15 years.
Jesus, really, brother?
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Yeah, for 15 years.
Thanks God you started.
I know.
Because otherwise your system, everybody's system at some point breaks. The physical body start getting the symptoms and reactions.
But as a kid, then I was the opposite. As a kid, I like you could. I was the opposite of physically. I could just get like you could do anything to me. I wouldn't. But then if you say something to me, or you would be emotional, I would start crying. I'd say, like super sensitive, so I'd be crying over anything a lot. So I was known as that. Like I could be crying over anything. So till I was 7, I'd say, or 8, 7 at 7, and then after that, I just didn't. So I just kind of went the opposite.
What was then when it happened that with your brother? Around 7.
Oh, my brother when he died. No, my brother died 2019.
2018, much
19.
much later.
19, yeah, 2019. 19.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow, it's not that long, brother. I think my mother left the same
I know.
around the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I noticed because you
Wow.
were, yeah. I know.
Interesting.
Well, it's interesting because it's just before COVID too, no?
Yeah, before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like, I don't know, maybe you know, it's interesting. Like I knew he was kind of, I didn't say I knew it, but I had a feeling he was kind of getting, he's like, now to look back at it, and I did say it, like after he died, I kind of had a feeling that he was getting ready to go because he wanted me to come back. He was kind of sending me emails and stuff. I used to tell my mother, make sure, can you get him back here? Can you get Wesley back here? Get him back, we need him back. And I'd be on the phone to him, we talk for hours, but he's talking about aliens. He said, do you know all the stuff that you've been talking about all along? He said, well, before he thought it was crazy, he says, I actually know what you're talking about. So he was at a level that I could say the stuff to a shaman, he wouldn't get it, where I could say it to him, or he'd say it to me, and so we were bouncing back and forth, but he was already ready to go. That was the thing, he was already ready to go. And he was looking up, I think he was even looking up, I think the nieces or my sisters said that the last thing he was looking up in the computer was to do with like star systems or something. So he was probably connecting back into the star system that he was part of. Yeah.
Wow.
Makuaka, yeah.
How many brothers and sisters are you, brother?
I have two sisters.
Two sisters.
Well, I have one. I have another. Well, my mother had I have one, but she died when she was a baby. She'd be 41. I think only the other day. So it was her birthday during the day. I was only up the grave last Sunday. So I have two other sisters, and I have one brother now. So good family. They're a good family. They all look after each other. We're definitely not a hugging family, but everyone kind of beyond the hugs in a way.
Yeah.
In Ireland, it's kind of like that. It's not kind of a hugging thing. It's kind of some things. It's kind of beyond hugs and ways.
You don't show the affection, but you feel it, no?
Yeah, it's like sometimes
it's more
real.
with the actions, no?
Yeah. Sometimes it's more real. Like I come across sometimes people might be all hugs and this and that, even though all the hugs are amazing and stuff. But sometimes there's certain things that are even beyond the hug. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And there might be people that are hugging and are not judging.
No, and they don't reach those levels of going beyond. I know, brother. I know a lot.
Look like there might be people that's hugging you, but then on another level that there's people that aren't hugging you, but they'll be on a level that would support you beyond any of the hugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very much.
Not judging.
No. It's not judging. It's understanding the levels of love and sensitivity and affection. Yeah. With an age, and we have experienced that already. We have experienced. Well, I've been with girls that they've been into hugging a lot and all of that, and then I've been with girls who don't hug that much, and but they still love me a lot. So no, I also learned that for size and age and
I had to learn hugging too, to be honest, because I used to be a bit like standoff, especially when people want to hug you. I'm like going, like what's going on here? This is a bit like what, like and then well yeah then but it was kind of strange because because people was all saying like, geez, I really like hugging you, and I think when my brother died, I didn't want to hug anyone. I didn't want to hug anyone for probably a year and a half. I'd hug him, but I didn't want to be hugging him. I thought I was going through grief, so you don't want any. You just need to deal what you need to deal with, and that's that's the way it was. Like so.
Yeah, in Spain, the culture I come from a culture where we hug to each other. Friends, we hug each other. Sometimes if your friend is very close, you also kiss him.
Yeah.
In the cheeks.
Yeah.
Just like a brother. It's like when you say hello and you don't see your friend for a while. How are you? How are you, brother? Pupo? You kiss him, and something very normal, very natural. I mean, we don't see it like weird.
Yeah. I know we probably would. Right? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, we were like, wow. but I did notice eventually. I thought it was amazing. It was I did notice like the people were like I just I might grab a coffee and I just like just chilling. I like kind of grab the coffee and chilling, and you're kind of witnessing reality in a way, and then you see the dynamics of different things at play, and like I would see you know, fella could come in and there might be one working in the coffee shop, or not even coffee, restaurant, and restaurant slash bar, really, it's a slash bar, and they're just, you know, hugs, and they're, you know, they're touchy feely, but it's, you know, it's in a way, it's like, you know, they're in touch with their emotions, like,
yeah,
which is like.
And when cool. They are talking, they are doing
touching each other.
Just like, you know, man, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Super common. But in terms of kissing, I have only one friend in Spain. Only, and is my friend from childhood. So when you raise in a society where your most intimate friends kiss each other, when you grow up, you also see it normal. Now, to me here in UK, because I've been 22 years already here, to me here will be weird for me.
Yeah.
But if I go to Spain, like I will need like 1 week to adapt. My system when I first arrived there. And people start touching me. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You are invading me. You are invading my aura.
Yeah.
My energy field and all of that. But then after a week, I get back to the. That's normal. It's not. I don't feel it.
It's good. Like what I noticed is good because like if one of them is down, because it's like alchemy in a way. If one of them's down, they're like, "Yeah, all right, yeah," so it can help to support or whatever.
It can work in both ways, brother. If this one is down and this one is down, it takes you down. But if this one is down and this one is here up, it rescue the other person, raise the other one. But when a group of friends are down, they all go down.
or it depends. Sometimes they mightn't be. You know, it could be a fake front as well, like a kind of a just, and there might be something else going on. But they seem to be genuine enough. As in, like, I thought it was like, you know, good on them. It was cool.
I think it's good.
Cool.
Because when you fall, you fall you fall together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
even when you go down together, and then you find solutions to go up together.
Yeah.
So that's something. Yeah, I think it's something that at some point it will happen. It will happen globally.
Mm.
Not just because I'm talking about Spain. In Italy, they are the same. In Greece, all the Mediterranean countries, we are very similar in touching, in kissing your friend. That's Italy is also like that.
Yeah. I remember.
But for example, if you go
France.
to Milan, to the north, to Milano, the more you go to the north, the colder the people are, the less they show the emotions. The more you go to the south of Italy, the more the people are more like, hugging, kissing, all. It's like the effect of the sun as well.
Unreal.
It's really, but at some point, the humanity will become aware that that is not only a tradition, that is something that benefits the human being, the connection between us. Especially once we raise our vibration and we respect each other, we will be able to do that more globally, because we will understand that that is the way of connecting and communicating as well. Some people will be doing that telepathically, but some other people will do it more like, also with the touching expression and thing, and all natural. The thing is that when you go somewhere, for example, I spent like 3 months in Cyprus, living with 3 different families. By the end of the summer, by the end of August, I was feeling already like one of them. And it's a different culture. It's a different tradition, different everything to Spain and to England. And maybe it's my capacity of adaptation, I don't know, but it took me only 3 months to feel like them, like doing the same things that they were doing, cooking, everything the way they were doing it. 3 months living with 3 different families for me was more than enough. And I could perfectly live there after that experience.
Where was that?
Cyprus.
Mm-hmm. So that's near Greece, no?
That's it's in the south. It's an island, let's say like in front of Greece.
That's like cool.
Opposite to, is in between Egypt and Greece.
Wow, that must have been amazing.
That was amazing, brother. And we had a 4x4 for us, and we were like the 3 months traveling the island. 3 months, no worries. I had plenty of money saved, and I lived there with 3 different families that they adopted me like a son.
Wow.
And like I say, by the end of August, I was already feeling like I could live there forever with them, because when something is good, even if it's different to the traditions that you have at home, if something is good, you just take it.
But sometimes it's like a medicine. So you're actually bringing your medicine to them, and actually they're benefiting from it. And then it's a revert. It can be like you're
It's an
benefiting
exchange of,
exchange.
it's an
That's a
exchange, bringing my Spanish
difference.
things and the English things, and they were exchanging, their culture, their food, all the traditions. And for
kinda like
example,
shamanism
over there,
as well.
brother, over there, they don't close they don't lock the front door from the house,
Amazing.
or the car, they don't,
Wow.
the bike, the motorbike, they don't lock anything. It's so
Yeah.
safe that they don't lock anything. They are not worried about thieves. They're not worried about someone stealing something from you. And that
Amazing.
gives you a very, very powerful feeling of peace.
Yeah.
I experienced peace in another level over there.
That's real. I grew up. I remember growing up here, and they didn't have locks in the door, like no locks. There was no lock in the door. There was no lock.
That's how
So
it
you
was before, isn't it?
Yeah. No, like anybody could have walked in.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No lock in the door.
My grandmother's house and flat, she didn't lock it either.
This didn't even have the lock. You just didn't have nothing to lock it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, the way you'd have. I remember there was the timber. You know the way you'd have your lock. There was no lock. It was just timber.
Mm-hmm.
You just had the handle.
Yes.
Yeah,
How
amazing. And I remember because
things got changed a lot.
Like I had a buddy, Niagara Falls, back in 2011. We used to party together. Actually, 2010, I'd say. Very good guy. He ended up in France. Actually, I think he married a Frenchman. So he used to bring me down to Niagara to visit his family, and we used to go on a session. Very, very cool because I got to meet all the people. Well, I hung out with all the people in Niagara Falls. That the way people go to tourist stuff. I was just hanging out with the people in Niagara Falls. Totally different. This is totally different. They were like totally different to what you expect. Yeah, it was super interesting. Super interesting. Yeah. I was going to say something. I forgot about it. My brain is gone. What was it again? What was he talking about? He said something. Jesus, my brain's gone.
Well, that everything is safe, that we exchange.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he picked, so two of us got a bus down because he used to have a bike. I was into mountain biking and stuff. He was into mountain biking. So I ended up having I used to have fixed gear bike around the city of Toronto. So he ended up buying one of mine. Actually, I told him to be careful, but he was hospitalized on it. I told him, look, the seller would just be very careful. And he was like, yeah, I used to mountain bikes and stuff. I was like, this is different. Like, you just be careful, tarmac. But he ended up getting hospitalized, airlifted, hospitalized. But before that, we get train from Toronto, and then we get the train down. It was a great laugh. His father picked us up, big, huge pizza, and then I think it was from there. Yeah, it was there. We ended up using his father's, like a 4-wheel drive Ford Ranger. It's an older one, but it's newish at the time. And just basically going around Niagara Falls. They don't lock them. They don't lock the houses. They don't. And I was like, Brett. I was like, Brett, are you gonna lock the vehicle? He's like, nah, no one locks them here. And I was like, wow, this is like Ireland 20 years ago.
It sounds silly, but it's not silly because it was giving me a sense of peace there in the islands. When you see that nobody locked the car, nobody locked the house, that gives you a sense of
trust,
respect, and yeah.
trust. Do you trust people? Like the
Trust,
people
yeah,
that-
trust and peace and respect.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Same.
that is in the air. That peace is in the air.
yeah.
You can tell that everybody is not worrying. It's not worrying. It's not like me that if I go shopping, I'm sometimes worried that someone might nick the front wheel because it's not locked, and it has an easy release, the front wheel, so anyone can take it like and run away very easily. So I try to do my shopping as fast as I can. Make sure that nobody steal the front wheel.
Have you got a kryptonite? You use a kryptonite?
I have the kryptonite.
Yeah. You can get a wraparound thing for you got the. Well,
I got that, brother, but
grinder.
Once they cut it, whilst I was shopping, they came with a special tool and they cut that thing. So I'm using that, but because once happened, sometimes I'm worried that happened again.
I know.
That happened to me in Bristol when I was living in Bristol. I had the kryptonite with that wire
wrap around.
Wrap wire holding the front wheel, but they just steal the front. When I came back, it wasn't there anymore. And they left the wrapped cable in the floor in pieces.
Wow. They want the back wheel, but they can't. You have the back wheel wrapped with the kryptonite, probably onto the frame and onto the thing. Yeah.
That's what I do. With the kryptonite lock, I get the frame and the back wheel.
Yeah.
And then with the cable wire, I catch also the front wheel.
Yeah.
That's what they cannot cut the lock. The kryptonite cannot break it, but the cable they can.
They said 15 minutes. That's the thing. There's a New Yorker, I think they used to say this is 15 years ago, 16 years ago. They said it's 15 minutes it takes in a grinder, which is a long time.
It's a long time.
In a grinder.
Yeah.
That
lock cost me like £70 or something like that.
Yeah.
more than a second-hand bike. But it's still working, and I've been using it with my last 3 bikes.
That's funny. You remind me of a story. I used to have. I ended up building a €3,000 actually. It was a Snelli, isn't it? Italian track frame velodrome, but I use in the street around Toronto, flat bar, airplane aluminium, and I was going everywhere with it. And I didn't use, so I used to mix between that and a 1950s style cruiser, and I got stopped by a young cop. I'd say he was Russian background. He has a kind of a Russian vibe off it, and he stopped me for not stopping at a stoplight. No, it wasn't a stoplight. Sorry, it was a stoplight. Stop sign you can't see. There's a place in Toronto. It's a bit like Camden Market, and I went through there, and he pulled me over. So I was probably 10 years older than him, and he was like talking to me as if he was like 10 years older. So I was being a bit sarcastic in a nice way, like, and I was kind of wrecking his head, but he didn't know what to do, and he was like, "You broke a red light," and especially there, I know if you're going through things in America, it's worth to check out if you're in Toronto. You won't see the stop sign. No one even stops. So he said, "You broke a stop sign," but he just wanted to try and do me so. But then he didn't. And I was like, I said, "Geez, I didn't see it at all. Sorry." And then he goes, "That's a $200 fine." And I was like, I was working, so I was like, "All right, no bother." I said, and I pulled out my bank card. In other words, like, can I tap it, like, or can you do a transaction? And he looked at me like, and he didn't know whether I was serious. And I was like joking. But if he had it, I would have paid him. And he shook his head. He was like, first he stopped me. He asked me, was I a gangster? So he said, lift up your sleeves. No, he asked me, have you got any tattoos? I said,
Really?
no tattoos? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I had a great laugh off him. I said, I have no tattoos. And he's like, all right. He's surprised because everyone has tattoos over there. And he basically, once I said, €200 fine, yeah, $200 fine. He said, yeah. I said, I pulled out the card, like automatically. And it was when I was kind of, it was part of, like I was basically woke at the time. Like I basically went through a huge awakening, so I was like totally dialed in and stuff. Like, and I was like, I'll pay it there now. And he was like, I don't know what the way they do it in your country, because he asked me what national. I said Ireland. And he goes, I don't know what they do in your country, but this country you don't pay like that. And on top of that, your bike is worth less than the fine. So he said, go on away, and I was like, thanks very much. And I got up in my 1950s style cruiser, but I was telling people over there, I was like, he wouldn't give me a ticket because he thought that I couldn't even afford a bicycle, even though my other bike was $3,000. Hilarious.
Yeah. Wow.
Just, you know,
what an experience.
Just the perception, like, so this guy perceived me like driving around this old bike that I'd nothing, and I wasn't able to afford even the ticket, so he left me off, even though I didn't have a bike as a backup.
Yeah, judging the book by the cover.
Yeah, he was grand. He was actually alright. He was so, like, you know, doing his job. He was just bored. He wanted to try and catch somebody for something.
Some entertainment.
Yeah,
with you.
He was
looking for gangsters.
For gangsters, I know. I was like, have you got any tattoos? And I was like, no. He was like, more or less a gangster. That's what he was looking for, see if he was a gangster. And I had a little basket in the front as well. That's what he said, like, I thought a couple of flowers. Yeah. Really kind of, yeah, it's funny. I didn't match the bike at all, like, it's perfect.
No, that's why he was shocked. He was shocked with you.
He's like, what is this? Like, who's this guy?
What is doing an Irishman in this type of bike?
1950s red. I remember, like, a straight red, kind of a like bit burgundy actually. Yeah. Lifting.
Burgundy.
Burgundy
color? You mean?
Burgundy cruiser, yeah. Cruiser. 1950s cruiser. I actually broke the crank off it. I used to rip roads then, and I don't think anyone's ever broke the crank. I cracked the crank in half. I came around the corner and I cracked the crank, and I was like, I can't believe I cracked the crank in this. And it was like old, like, I don't think no one's ever rode it like I rode it. And it just cracked. I cracked the crank off it. Just crack, and it was like, snapped it off. I was like,
I broke once going downhill.
Yeah.
I jumped like quite high, like I don't know, a ramp going downhill, like two. And when I landed with all the weight of my body, the crank brake broke.
Wow. What was it? What kind of, was it BMX?
I don't remember the
like
the bike was a Trek.
Trek, maybe mountain bike, old school
mountain bike. Yeah, school mountain bike.
Yeah. They're nice bike actually.
They were very nice, but yes, I did it to too hard, let's say, for
Oh.
that type of bike.
Well, that bike you're talking about, I was only myself and my brother were talking about that style bike. If it's the same one I'm talking about, only last week we were talking about the old Treks, like from the 80s, 90s actually. They're cool. They're cool.
It's
like
super cool. My sister is looking to buy a bike now, and she's looking for a classic one also from our time, from the 80s. She's looking everywhere for a second-hand one. She say, I don't want one of the new ones. I want one from our times.
Yeah. Before I left Toronto, I think it was 1992 white Trek. But it was an old school racing bike, so it had 105 Shimano, and it was like, it was cool. I like that.
I will look for the one I had, and I will send you a picture, and you will see how beautiful that bike was, because it was the whole frame was one piece.
It wasn't purple, no? Purpley blue? No.
It was gray, like gray. Gray, metallic gray. And
it's cool. I like that color.
And the frame didn't have any. It was one piece, all one piece, and it was used with the technology of NASA. They say because the brand Trek
American.
is from US.
American.
And they designed that model, in one piece with NASA machines.
They were, I think they ended up, that was before they started like mass production. I think they started mass producing the bikes in the 2000s. Yeah. I don't know, I think they might even be hand built then, no?
Well, I need to look for it, but I don't remember now because I have had so many after that one. So many.
Yeah.
So many.
The bikes are cool.
I've been riding bicycle all my life. I still do.
Yeah, keep you fit too.
To me, traveling with the train and the bike, I love it. Just get off of the train and continue riding your bike wherever you want to go. Sawama. Now I have an electric one, and the battery allows me to go. I don't know what to say. Do you understand kilometers, brother?
I do, and I don't.
Distance. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
So it's 120 kilometers. Each battery allows me the distance of 120 kilometers. So I have one in the panniers. I have one extra battery, and the one that is in the frame attached.
So you get 120 kilometers out of the two of them.
With the two of them together is 240.
Wow.
240 kilometers. Super cool, brother.
That's crazy.
I've done from here to Bournemouth and back, and Stonehenge. I do this type of trips that I start in the early in the morning when the sun rise, and then I come back when the sunset, and I go cycling all the way to the places, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because you have because people say if you do electric, you don't do exercise, and I say no. When you do 120 kilometers going and 120 kilometers back, you do a lot of exercise, even if it's electric, because you are pushing the electric engine is only assisting you. It's not doing all the job for you. It's assisting.
Yeah, you're still
pedaling. You're still pushing. And when you spend like like 6 hours going and 6 hours back, you feel your legs really, really powerful, really strong.
Unreal.
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 And it gives you a sense of freedom that other ways of transport or commuting doesn't give you, because cycling gives you that sense of freedom. It's a special sense of freedom, traveling by bike.
Yeah. So connectivity. Sakunukuaka, Shenawa, Dayawata.
So the sensation of doing kilometers and kilometers, feeling the wind and seeing everything changing, and then wherever you want to stop, you stop in that moment. Even if you see just one butterfly and you want to take a picture, you take the picture and then you carry on. You feel like needing to have a wee. You just have the wee in the middle of nowhere.
Amazing. Freedom. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos of, it's probably 2 or 3 years ago, by these guys in England. Some of them, I don't know, they're probably not English, but they had these, like, what were they? They were like tarmac bikes, but they had them like decked out with panniers and they were actually traveling on them. So they had tents and I thought it was cool. I thought it was a great idea to like just get one of them, and if you ever felt like the world was too much, pick one of them up, get yourself a tent, and travel across England or Europe.
There is a Spanish girl doing the whole continent of Africa.
Amazing. And
she's recording everything in the YouTube. She's documenting everything that she's experiencing. So she has her whole house in the panniers in her bike. Panniers at the front, panniers at the back, and she just go everywhere. Amazing. And her objective or her goal is to do the whole continent of Africa. That's super amazing, brother. That's really like goodbye world. The way that we understand the world, you just and I know that because I did the whole north of Spain. I told you that when I did the Camino de Santiago, the path of San Jacob, the pilgrimage, I did it cycling, and I did 960 kilometers.
Crazy distance.
And that experience is really like, it does change your life forever.
A lot of people have said it right, that actually just walking it and think that they've gained a different perspective.
Different perspective, brother. Yeah, because it gives you time enough to truly disconnect from everything. When we go on holidays to an island, to a tourist resort, or somewhere in another country, when we do it for work, we still are connected to the system and the things that are happening. When we go for holidays, we disconnect, but we don't disconnect the same way that if you go for 2 or 3 months and you are just walking a path or cycling a path, where a lot of people do that path and it's full of sacred places and Celtic monuments, and it does touch you in different ways. It's not like going for holiday somewhere. You are doing a true pilgrimage.
Connection to soul. Yeah. Connection to soul.
Connection to soul, brother.
Yeah.
I remember all the trauma from childhood. When I finished that path, I saw my life differently, very different. If I didn't do that path, I wouldn't have come to UK to live. That definitely, because I needed to take that perspective in my life to say, I need to heal myself. I need to really go away from my family to heal myself. And I wouldn't have made that decision if I didn't take that summer off to just do the whole pilgrimage to Sawaka. And you meet monks. You meet very many villages where the time hasn't passed. Everything remains the same like 500 years ago.
Wow.
The way they do the bread, the way they do the cheese, the way they cook, everything is like ancient. The modern world hasn't reached those areas. So it's so authentic. That path is super authentic.
Wow.
In so many ways, because the old women, they still wear like black, like black, and also they wear like something in the head, like black also, like a super old tradition. Tuwaka, Osuamaka,
Shanuaka, Tayekuaka, Sakuaka, Shakuaka. I'm starting to drift. Sakunukuaka.
I know, brother. I sense that too, Baswana. Juanaka Santu
Sunuaka, Mayawa, Sukuaka.
Swana. It's normal because it's also 12:30. Chushuamaka Swana.
I'm starting to see things. We're starting to actually, the whole field is starting to shift as well there. Yeah, it's pretty wild to witness. No, the way like everything is, we think everything is in form, but everything is just dancing. So it's just things are starting to speak. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. 2011 again.
Sushuamakana.
I think we're going to go through another shift. We are going through
We are going through another shift. Big one.
Big shift, man. Big shift.
Do you feel like doing a live language transmission to support this shift?
I will. What I do? Will you run one through, and then I'll probably drop off.
Yeah, me too, brother.
Yeah.
Just maybe share some intentions. We do the live language transmission, and then we go to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I was going to say it earlier, just because of your video. Okay.
Shuanakana. If you don't feel it, brother,
no.
It's also okay. We can do it. I can do it tomorrow. To Masuana.
No, 100% cool. Yeah, the energy will run through anyway.
Uata Sawama Taatiana. Okay. So what will be your intentions, brother, for today?
Freedom. Matu kati kiakata kuno wa shanawata ayakatu kakuaka. Understanding. Sana makatu watatiata. Connection. Shukuaka saka resurrection. Shikini tawuta tawa hikiaka. Mawa sawa kiawa. Sukuaka. Mayata tuaka. Tunokuaka. Communication. Basa tu sana kina wa yawa huaka. Makuaka dayawata. Tukuaka dayawaka. Sukuaka. Kiniyakuaka na iataua. Shinya kawa tawaka. Tiaka tawa. Sukwa. Ayata. Synchronization. Shuniya shawa. Urayawa. Kiniyawa. Sukwaka. Sikiaka.
Bulanaka.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Blessings.
brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wanashanaka. My intentions are to balance the feminine and masculine energy in the planet. And Nusi Ishinik Anata. I join every single intention that Brother Wesley has shared with us. Wonesh Inik Ana. Peace in the world, respect. Brother Wesley and I, we've been talking about places in the world where you don't have to lock the house, you don't have to lock your possessions. Mush Inak Ana, and I want to send light and love to the planet so that we raise our vibration and we start creating more communities and more places around the world where we can bring that sense of safety, that sense of respect, that sense of freedom. Kamos ashawak ataishe shawama okona kata. I want to send love and light to every man and woman in this world who have difficulties to express emotions or to recognize their feminine and masculine energy within. Hosawama, I want to send love and light with these light languages to connect both energies in one, just like Master Sananda here in this picture is sharing a chalice with Maria Magdalene, and they are both combining the feminine and masculine energy in that chalice. So I want to send love and light so that we all recognize this feminine energy within and this masculine energy within. Shinak Ana, and we dissolve gradually the separation between them. Honor this energy. Kamokunu Saikot an Otiene. There is no true separation. Just as elements combine in your mundane reality, but in essence, they are not separated. They are not separated in your soul. So I want to send love so that we can truly recognize and accept these powerful forces from the masculine and the feminine. Kamuk Anata. And that will create balance in our system for everything that we do in life, for all our gifts. They will get activated. They will get optimal in their optimal efficiency. Kustis amukara shetana kukuanat anasinik. I want to send love and gratitude to all and every soul that is sacrificing their lives in places where we are having war in this planet. These beings, these human beings, are sacrificing themselves so that the collective, human collective, raise the frequency of awareness of what is wrong or what we should stop doing. So these souls decided to incarnate in a body, and they decided to live in these places where they knew that soon there were going to be conflict and where they will eventually die without experiencing peace, and also losing their families and innocent people around. Very hard things to swallow and to experience. So I want to send love to and gratitude to all these souls who are cooperating in raising the awareness and the ascension in our planet. Umas ashik anishna. And I want to send love and light for anything that might help humanity for ascension as well, to mark Anna to raise in ascension. Takua Tanaka. So these are my intentions together with Brother Wesley's intentions. Kumak Wana. And this is our transmission. Musaya Musaya Wana Kane Tayu Umasaya Mesaya Netamuma Sunisi Netari Netamuma Kai Nesishimu Sone Taina. If you are at home and you want to join us in this transmission, please do so. Set your intentions to support everything that we have shared and any other intentions that you might have. Please support with your prayers and with love. Send love. All together, Wana, we are stronger. Katusai Shawaka, Tosaiwa. Ususai Shita Poko Shate Nikamuka, Shanikamochia, Tubuika Wataiena. Soishinikanu Kotai. Soshini Keshita Yawa. Sushini Kita Nisama Macha Nisawa. Sushaya Watea. Umaka Che Cha Cha Chawaka Chawaka Isha. Tumase, Tumas Indikabaka. Chusaya. Tuchani Kawata. Chushawa Gawa Sheta Ukutuya. Sha Shokwa.
Yasata Satua Tata Mayaka Ukana Kiaka Taka Kiana wa Shana Ukuaka Kia wa Hutuakana Mama Hua Iya wa Ukana Kuakana Yaya Mama U Sawata Yaka Sayata Mawaka Kiama Maya wa Yaya wa Yabawa
Ushamoka Natawaka Dosawama Chichia Wakana Mutinia Nakawatana Soshika Kawatana Kashanika Watana O Matseshi
Tata Hukana Fiaka Kanaka Yaka Tuaka Hua Shawakata Kiyakata Nikoa Namaua Bayawa
Shuwatanishana Ubakaina Kasuna Sunikana Sana Wotaina Ushinikatu shawaka. Tusaikana kusaisha.
Tata tuka tata niya tata mahi wa. Osa waka naka naka ya. Oya wa shawaka. Onokua ka tai wa. Mawaka takua tuaka. Taiya o tawaka. Onokua yawa. Mawaka nokua tawata. Tawatata ukanakia. Mawaka yawa. Ukatai yawa. Tawaka.
Jawama chanika ana tani hamoko tanamoko shai. Shinika shona sheniyamak a taikawaka. Soshinikana naka. Sonek anakana sana taawana. Nink anechaneka naka. Ika mukana sana. Gomukuonukua nak aine sana yua. Gomats anak anaka. Shana ane. They're saying something like this. They say it's not as important to pray long periods of time. What is truly important is to be genuine when we do so. Humans, tamokanas aikana. So a prayer that might take only 5 seconds, if it's genuine, if it's pure, the effect is gonna be massive. Kana ashikchana arika amok ana. And this applies to every energy work that you might do. Usana kiana in every way or form. Mukwana anis iruk. Sana saishak ana. They just wanted to say that. Wana kasayana. Soshia kawataye.
Uaka. Tayaka takanaka. Kine awa ua. Sawaka takua tata maiyaka ua kanakoa. Shakanako tata. Sawaka tapunaka iaka. Tayaka o kanakawaka. Shukunukuaka. Maiyewa. Osuaka. Nayawa.
Shiana kusanaka. Seinina kusaisana wa poko aka.
Tata ukana.
Sushua.
Mayata usua.
Nutana kuatashea.
Awata.
Tosai kwana. Tosai wanaishna. Thank you so much. Tukwana nakawat tasashena kane. So masanakata. Yeah, they wanted to make to highlight that it's not about time. It's not about how long we spend doing some prayers or setting some intentions. It's how pure we ask for them, or we how purely we send that love, how much our soul wants that to happen, and not from a sense of lack, but from a sense of abundance, from a sense of being everything and nothing at the same time. And to me, or for me, the video is not the most important thing. For me, what is important is to connect people in doing this. Connect people in taking some time during the day to think of themselves and to think of the world, and send love, genuinely send love, send some love. Because we do it all together in this planet. The more we do it, the more we are gonna be making all this process to flow better. And yeah, it's going to raise awareness and consciousness that we can all do this. We can all stop for a while during the day and just send some wishes, some good wishes to the world and to people, and that is powerful if you really mean it. In the way we been raised about making some prayers and maybe even saying these prayers loud, like oh Father, I want to win the lottery and things like that. When we say these things superficially, that's not taking much effect in the universe. But when you truly dedicate a moment to the human collective and to yourselves, things change and the frequency change in our bodies and the frequency change in the planet. And we assist. Maybe we don't do the whole thing, but we help the process to be done, to be created. We assist the process. We complement the process. So for me, even if we meet and we just do it like 15 minutes or 10 minutes, it's fantastic to me. For me, it's already magical. It's not. I feel the same that what they say is not a question of time or how long we spend doing something together. For me, is when we do it genuinely, that's what matters, and we do that naturally because we are working in ourselves for a long time already. So when we meet, we naturally do that. So it's amazing, brother. And thank you for being there, and thank you for taking this time and being authentic and also genuine about let's do it.
I was going to say to you earlier on, Sakuwaka Takiyakata Punawaka. So good time, like yeah. Before you said it, I was gonna, but I did. I just left. I was leaving whatever flow because I knew I was meaning something on a grander scale as well. So it's perfect.
I know that there's so many things going on.
Wow, especially now, man.
Yes.
No, especially now. It's like
incredible.
Amazing.
I know that tonight I'm going to leave my body in a standby mode. I'm gonna sleep, and I know I'm gonna go quite far. I know that I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning like saying, what Where have I been? Where have I been tonight?
Amazing. Fukuoka. Yakuoka. And likewise, thanks very much for like that.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Likewise.
It's like, yeah.
Same back at you.
5 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever time we spend is magic. Kano sawa matiana wata. Showa kana wata.
Fukuoka. Shawata. Sukuoka. Yanawaka. Mawa tayaka wuka. Yakauka ika ikata utata hikiwa.
Sawata yana wata. What is amazing, brother, is that we are also more capable to connect and communicate with the light languages, not just as a transmission, but also in moments when we get like to these points where we are just about to say goodbye. The light languages come through and the communication we establish with each other is understood in a different level. It's not like I wish you good night, brother, have a sleep well, something like that. It's not, it goes beyond words. Kamuka nika
sacred respect. Shakanukuaka.
To sawamata sawama itanumata. It's amazing.
Actually, I'd say it got 8% of battery because I'm just trying to check out what's up with the computer. I don't know what's going on.
8% is a good number.
Fukuoka. Wow, 9%.
9 is also a very good number.
Wow. Funukuaka, that's funny.
Shawaka.
Miyawata, Usukuaka. Shikinia Kawata, Nea Wuaha, Yea Hukawa, Shawa He Haya, Nae Mawaka, Kinami Yawo, Nawo Wakawu Yashu, Shaukai. Naihuka nawahuka hiki.
Perfect.
Wild, man. Wild.
Shuakawata. Chawatiana kawata.
I know. Wild. Love it. Ishmael, brother. Peace out.
Peace out, brother.
Tukataki akata uka with everything that you do. Shinia mamuaka. Shinia usua. Sanawa kua. Shakuaka. Niaka. Huge respect.
I feel the same, brother.
Enjoy the weekend.
You too, brother.
Thanks again. This is brilliant. Brilliant.
Wonderful. Wata.